Hello and welcome to my channel called Conversation Corner. As you guys know, I have been making some videos on mental language series in which I talk about the importance of words and the role they play in constructing our worldview. There are very commonly held sayings or beliefs that we take for granted and use that as our worldview, and very often we have a very skewed idea of how reality works. So, I'll shed light today on a very common saying, you reap what you sow, or sometimes in India that's known as karma, right? You get what you reap, and you reap what you sow. So let's say if you plant seeds for a mango tree, you're gonna get a mango tree. You're not gonna get an apple. You're not gonna get a pear. If you want an apple tree, you need to plant the seeds of an apple tree. Now, the saying, you reap what you sow, is correct only to a small extent. The truth is, you reap far more than what you sow. What do I mean by that? Let's say you planted a seed of a mango tree in the ground. When that seed turns into a tree and when that tree bears fruit, is there going to be just one mango hanging on some branch somewhere? No, right? That there are going to be a lot of mangoes. So, whatever you undertake with sincerity, if it bears fruit far more than what you put in, right? So, one mango seed, if it turns into a tree, will give you at least 10, 20, 30, 40 mangoes, I assume. The converse is also true. So, if you sow absolutely nothing or you sow things for what you don't want, you're going to reap the fruits of what you don't want, right? So if we see those seeds as thoughts in our mind, if we're always planting thoughts of what we don't want, if we're always contemplating that which is very undesirable, that which is undesirable will eventually find its way and show up in our life. So if we want to plant thoughts, we need to be very careful of what we are planting, because what is planted is going to grow a lot more than what was originally sowed, right? So you don't reap what you sow, you reap much more than what you sow, which is why Buddhist traditions and Hindu traditions have always told you to try and get rid of all the anger and resentment in your body, because anger and resentment are things that will burn you up mentally. And even if you have someone to whom you bear this resentment or towards whom you're angry, just being angry or resentful at that person does not harm the other person, it harms you, right? So, anytime you think about this saying, you reap what you sow, remember, you do not reap what you sow, you reap much more than what you sow. So, be very careful of what you sow. That's it. That's all I have to say. I'll see you in the next video.